Hi there. So you want to know what signs your third eye is opening are. So one of the biggest ones that I know of, but let me first introduce myself. My name is Dira. I'm a spiritual teacher, a life coach, and corporate trainer. And I've spent many years in India studying with the enlightened master and mystic Paramahamsa Nityananda. And so what happens, the signs that we typically start getting of the third eye awakening are increases in intuition. So a sense that, oh, that phone call is from Joe. The person knocking on my door is Mary. The parking space is down the street on the left. Oh, I know how to get to that person's house. Oh, I recognize that person from a distance. Things that are beyond normal cognition all of a sudden become accessible. And what I see happening on a global level is there's a massive third eye awakening. And so you may start to notice more signs within yourself. These are the basic signs. I'm going to show you a few more signs in a second. I want to talk more about this awakening that I see happening on the planet. So literally, as we start to increase intuition, then we start getting even more powers. So we start to be able to read while blindfolded. Our mystical powers, such as our ability to teleport, to manipulate objects, to see into the future, to see into the past, to see past lives, to see illnesses in people, to predict when events are going to happen, all those become accessible as our third eye starts to open. And literally we can move objects with our minds. Now there's one video I'd highly recommend you watch. It's called The Girl with Superpowers. And it has over 5 million views, and she's been tested by doctors, and her name is Yoga Mata. I know her very well. I spent a lot of time with her, and it's really how she explains things and how she shows off her power to ability to read with a blindfold on is really incredible. So this, for my mind, I'm recommending this because it shows you our potential, your potential, my potential. Okay. So what can we do to open our own third eye? Well, I highly recommend meditations. I recommend you spend time with Paramahamsa in India. And also there's a herbal supplement that I recommend you take. And it's called Third Eye Awakening. And I actually import it from India and distribute it. So you're welcome to contact me to find it. And it's essential support for transformation. It literally starts to shift the brain function to access our inner knowing in really profound ways. So I recommend you take Third Eye Awakening daily. So how does it work? So here we have a little diagram here. So it comes down to the intestines, and actually the intestines and the guts are the cause of all mental disease. You may not know this, but Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, all discovered in the gut before they occur in the brain. So it's antibacterial, it's antifungal, so it increases blood flow to the brain, which then in turn cleanses the pineal gland and then awakens the third eye. So that's the big picture. On the specifics of third eye awakening and how does it help the brain, well, literally, it starts to create new neural pathways. So imagine little new wriggly pathways opening up and shifting to access your greater perceptions. It's also neuroplastic. It reshapes and restructures the brain. So again, we access more perceptual abilities. It reverses the stress that comes in our lives, which actually cause brain shrinkage. You don't even know, but your brain is shrinking depending how much stress you have. If you have lots of brain, your brain is shrinking really fast. So the increased cerebral blood flow can change all that around. In the frontal lobe, it'll increase calmness. Now, calmness is essential for accessing these perceptual abilities. So our intuition will only increase the calmer we are. The more centered, the more calm, the more grounded, then our perceptual abilities, intuition increases dramatically. The pineal gland is really the seat of the third eye. And so it's cleansed of impurities such as mercury that we develop over long term from eating habits and just from the environment. It improves in the hypothalamus our memory. So this is one of the beauties of the third eye, is that as it increases, we'll see our memory increasing. So the average person can remember 7 words, and once your third eye is open, you're much more likely to remember 20, 37, 47, 57 words. In the caudate nucleus, we'll have an increase in intuition. And finally, in the brainstem, this is where all our fight or flight habits come from, and they're reduced too. So the results: increased intuition, increased IQ, increased memory, the ability to remote view. So this is what happens. These are the signs of that third eye awakening. Check yourself out for these things. Maybe you've started to notice some mystical powers, your ability to blindfold read, ability to teleport or move objects with the mind. These are all things that happen as we increase our third eye, access to a third eye. Okay, so I recommend you check out my website, www.thirdeye.harrytaki.org. There's piles of information there on third eye awakening, what to do, how to utilize it, and how to access more. Okay, so I really appreciate you taking time to watch this video, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you again. See you. Goodbye.